Okay, I believe we are live on all of our platforms. That includes TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm going to verify that one moment here and make sure that we can. Yep. Okay, good. We're live everywhere. Good morning, guys. My name is Bryson, fourth generation cattle rancher here at the Parker County Beef Company. We're a fourth generation cattle ranch in North Texas. And we are we have started a farm to table beef company where we sell beef directly from our ranch straight to your front door. We service our local community here in North Texas. We also ship our farm to table beef nationwide. So we hope that some of our current customers will find this and enjoy more of the behind the scenes content. But also if you're looking to, get to know a rancher, this is the modern way that we have found to get to know you guys. So my name is Bryson. My great grandfather started this ranch here in North Texas, and this is kind of our next evolution as we take this into the digital era. So you can see my setup here. We do videos every single day. We post short form content, usually 5 to 7 posts a day, telling people what we do, how we do it, and showing them the path that their food is taking from farm to table. We also do some longer form content, start doing some behind the scenes YouTube videos, 5 to 10 minutes. And also we do this daily show, 10 minutes. Usually it's supposed to be 10 minutes. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk for 10 minutes, but we're getting better. And then we do our weekly podcast, and that episode is going to be out on Friday. And I don't know what it's going to say because we haven't filmed it yet, but we will know on Friday. So thank you for everybody who's watching live here on TikTok and on YouTube and Facebook. If you guys have questions or comments, we would love to address those while we're here. But other than that, I'm just going to talk through some of the things that people may not know about the beef industry, the cattle industry as a whole. So the traditional way that most ranchers, particularly in our area, earn a living is by selling their cattle on the open market. So if you've ever seen a sale barn or things like that, that's the purest form of capitalism, kind of in the agriculture, is what everybody refers to as the market. So rancher raises calves, takes them to the market. They sell on, usually sales are on a set day. So they'll sell in our area, for instance, our local sale is on a Monday. They will sell those calves. And really, depending on what point they sold those calves is going to depend on where those animals go from there. So if those are going to be smaller calves, they may go to somebody who has plenty of grass. They're going to background them, get them up to somewhere around 800 to 900 pounds. And it's also, not only the weight of the calves is going to determine that, but also the time of the year. So if you're selling those calves when there's not any grass, if you're selling them in the wintertime or late fall, you're going to run out of grass quick. So the guys who have wheat or crops that they can put those calves on, that's also going to influence that. But someone is going to take those calves from, say, 300 to 400 pounds up to 800 to 900 pounds. And there's some of those calves that are going to go directly on feed and start that process. But I would say a lot in our area, just because we do get a lot of winter crops and wheat, that a large portion of those calves are going to go on that. So once those calves reach somewhere around 800 to 900 pounds, then they're going to go into the feeding and the finishing process. And that's going to be in the large commercial operations. It's going to be several thousand head. They're fed pretty precise ration before they get fattened up to somewhere around 1,300 to 1,500 pounds. We try to finish ours to between, I'm going to say 14 to 16, and there's a little bit of variability in there. Got some really cool data back this week as we started putting stuff into the computer. So I maybe talk about that here in a little bit, but got a comment here on Facebook. So that's where most of the money trades hands, or the largest dollar volume of money trades hands, when those fat cattle are ready to be processed and turned into beef that you find everywhere: grocery stores, restaurants, right? And there are 4 companies that control that entire industry. Those companies, I'm not going to say the name of the companies, but you can go look it up. If you don't want to call it a monopoly, it's the closest thing that you can get to a monopoly without there being a monopoly. And there's been a lot of hiding behind different names. So names that are not necessarily the name that you see when you Google it, but they bought up all these other companies, where essentially I think if it's not 80, it's at least 75% of the beef is controlled by 4 of these big packers. And they're who set the prices. So they say on any given day, there's a futures and a commodity board that they can buy off of and trade futures and financial instruments that impact that. But at the end of the day, they decide what they want to pay or what they are willing to pay for that round of cattle. Well, that trickles down all the way back to the rancher, because if the packers are only willing to pay, call it $1.60 today, well, then that impacts how much the guys that are buying the 800 to 900 pound calves can pay for them based on their inputs. So then that impacts the guys that they bought them from, and it just flows all the way down. So at the end of the day, most of the guys that you see raising cattle, selling them on the open market in the traditional ranching sense, their prices and their business are controlled by 4 companies. So that's what we were subjected to as well, and we finally got tired of it, and that's when we said we're going to go directly to our community and to our consumers, and that's why we started our beef company. And turns out people love our beef, and they enjoy getting to see behind the scenes of exactly where it's coming from and how it's making it to their front door. So we hope you guys enjoyed that. Cattle news, it's really interesting because we're still ranchers at the end of the day. So that's what I tell people all the time. We didn't stop ranching. We basically just added a few more levels of complexity onto our existing ranching business. So we still raise cows. We still have input costs. We still have all the things that make ranching both rewarding and challenging. But we have, another level of things that we get to interact with and deal with. So cattle news. If you guys think, we never claimed to be a more affordable option, right? We're a premium product, and we provide a quality product at the best price that we can to keep our ranch functioning and to keep our customers happy. But the cattle industry as a whole, guys, we are at a 60, I don't know the exact number, but 60 plus or minus year low inventory of cattle, and it's not getting any better. They're not adding any more cattle. In fact, we're actually getting rid of cattle faster than we can replace them. So if you look at some of the reports that come out every week, and it's not looking like that there's going to be any large buildup back in our herd anytime soon. So the things that you're seeing and the price increases that you're seeing from wherever you're typically getting your beef, that's not going to go away, because the packers are kind of sticky. So once they set their prices, they're very hesitant for them to come down, and we don't have any more cattle, guys. It's not like we can go and replace our herd numbers in the next 24 months, because it's going to take a several year cycle for us to build that back up. New news here at the beef company. Weekend hours. This will be our first weekend with weekend hours. We'll be open here from 10 to 2 at our location in Springtown, Texas. You guys can walk in, get as much or as little as you need. That's super exciting for us. That's something we've been really working towards. Started with our, getting our freezer set up and making sure we had people. So now I think this will be our first weekend we'll be able to offer that in person. And I know we've had 5 or 6 phone calls, people who are going to take us up on that. So we'll be glad for you guys to come see us. We're located at 1705 North FM 51 in Springtown, Texas. You guys come see us, get as much or as little as you need. We have everything stocked from ground beef, steaks, roasts, whole picanhas, whole tri-tips. We've got all of the things that you may not find everywhere else: the tongue, the cheek, the heart, the oxtails, the liver. We've got everything. So if you guys are looking for a true tongue to tail experience, you can find that at our retail freezer at 1705 North FM 51, Springtown, Texas. We'll be glad to see you guys. James will be happy to get you guys taken care of. And then lastly, if we wrap up the year here, let's see, what date does that put us at? I believe December. I'm going to get the date, so I say it right here. December 16th. I believe we are going to be live again in Roanoke, Texas, doing a pop-up shop. So if you guys are not, if you haven't been to one of our pop-up shops, it's our best deal. We like getting to see you guys out there. We're going to live stream the whole thing. We did that again this last time and had a lot of success with it. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Come see us. We'll be in Roanoke. I will post all the details of that on our Facebook. And we look forward to meeting more of you out there and some of the repeats as well. We get people to visit all of our pop-up shops. So we really enjoy that. Let's read some of our comments before we log off here, just let you guys know what we got going on. So we have a comment on TikTok. I don't know your name, but your username is Magic, and you said we had a skirt steak from you guys yesterday, and it was off the charts good. That is not an uncommon response here at the Parker County Beef Company. So Magic, thank you very much for your kind words. Ashley on TikTok says she got a chuck roast from us at the pop-up Saturday, and it was so good. Ashley, thank you very much. Yeah. I tell people all the time, I'm waiting. If you look at our Google reviews, it almost looks spammy. But we try to over deliver in everything we do here at the Beef Company. So if you guys are ever, before you want to go make a purchase, go read our Google reviews, see what our customers have to say. I would encourage you to go check that out. Read the comments on our videos. Our customers really enjoy it, and we think you will too. So this daily live stream, until I can find someone else to sponsor it, is brought to you by the Parker County Beef Company. We are a 4th-generation cattle ranch here in North Texas, selling farm-to-table beef directly to you guys, shipping it nationwide. You can find us at parkercountybeefcompany.com, and we'll be glad to see you guys this weekend at our first ever retail hours, and see you at our pop-up shop next weekend in Roanoke, Texas. Thank you guys very much. We will see y'all tomorrow.